Jonathan, this is Dad and Mom all the way from Iowa, and we're sorry we can't be there in person, but we're just sending our greetings by way of Janae.
Oh, John, I've got a lot of great memories of you, Jonathan. And the first one that comes to my mind is how fast and how quickly you did things. And right from the start, because when you were born, I just made it to the hospital with Mom. And when I took the car there and brought her there, we raced to Wilmer. And I parked the car and came upstairs to the delivery room, and they said, "Well, congratulations, you have a baby son." I said, "I just brought my wife here." They said, "Yeah, she had a baby." I said, "Where's the doctor?" "Well, he's coming." Wow, this is something. This kid is really fast, and I wonder how it's going to be. Well, anyway, John, that was a start, and we had a lot of fond memories of later on when we were living in Princeburg before we moved to Orange City. But I think one of the things I remember most about things that, you were always quick to do things. And also loved dogs, and it was good because we lived probably about a block from school, and that little dog that we had was a little beagle. And you would, when school was out, and then you start coming across the field, and here the dog came to meet you guys. And it was just a fun thing. We had a lot of good memories. And when we went on a trip, we didn't leave you. We couldn't take you along. You were too little. So we brought you to Ed and Irene Bonamage. Remember that? On the farm. And you had a lot of fun on the farm. You loved it. It was really cute. Remember that, Mom?
Okay, yes, but I remember that Jonathan just always laughed about everything. I mean, he laughed so much that he would really pee in his pants. And even happened at school, and he had to come home and change his clothes. But I thought this was fine because we liked a happy child. Now I'll go on a little bit to high school, where he was the king in the court at Unity. This was a big event for him too. And when Jonathan was a senior, his little brother was just going to kindergarten. So this was quite a spread, and we do have a picture that's of the four of us at that time in his life. Then, of course, when Joy appeared in his life, this was really exciting. And Grandpa always likes to tell that story, so I'm going to let him tell you about when they went on concert tour.
Okay.
Well, before that time, I remember when Joy came with her folks to start at Dort and came into my office because they wanted to do the admissions thing and the financial thing and so on. And I thought, this kid is really cute. I knew she wore a little perky hat. And I thought, she's the neatest kid. I thought, boy, she'd make a great daughter-in-law. And so I even kind of worked on that. I kept telling Jonathan, you listen, Joy Ridema, you should ask her out or something. Oh yeah, Dad. Well, it took a while, and pretty soon when they were seniors, and they were going on this trip, with a concert choir to Europe, I said, Jonathan, when you go there now, just ask her out for a cup of coffee. And he said, Dad, she's pearled. I said, so what do you care? She pearls, schmerls.
Speak up, Grandpa.
This is going to take place. And so, if this happened, and when they came back, I met them at the college. It was so neat because he came running up. Dad, he grabbed me. He says, "Guess what?" I said, "What?" He said, "I took her out for coffee." Well, big deal. But then he said, "I asked her to marry me." Come on, and he did. But I think Joy thought it was kind of a funny thing. But it worked. It really worked. And I was tickled because those two were just meant for each other as far as I was concerned. And all through life, and doing crazy things together, did a lot of crazy things here in our house, and be singing. And Jonathan was always musical, and always did his best and strived. Oh, he worked hard at school. But he didn't have to work hard to please us because we thought he was the ultimate. Along with the other guys too, of course. But
Now be careful here.
Well, I am. I'm a little prejudiced. I don't mean as far as the kids are concerned,
No.
But I know a lot of things that happened with Jonathan that I can remember very vividly, you know, things that were really good. So go ahead, Mom.
Well, I think this is sufficient, and I just hope it comes through clearly. Grandpa's voice is a little weak.
It's okay.
But I think you will have a great time today together, and we just wish you many more happy years, God's blessings, good health, and just a good time today with all your friends and your brothers. I
Well,
love you.
Yeah, well, we love you, Jonathan, and I always remember too, when you were born, and then I knew that I was gonna have about 18 more years of tuition to pay. And I thought, well, this is gonna work okay, but then when Tim came, that was another 18 to 20 more years. I'm surprised we made it, but we did. Lord blessed us abundantly. And we just had fun working with our boys, and they growing up with us. It was great. What do you say, Mom? Harry?
I say this sounds very good.
So we hope you have a wonderful day, John, and many, many more years. We love you so much, both of you kids.